Hey there and welcome to part 3 of my little room project, which will become a spaceship. Today a little bit of an update video. I changed a little bit. So first of all, I got rid of the whole ship actually. So this is now a different object. And I'm using also an array modifier just to get an idea on well, I talk about, let's get to this later. So anyway, so I got rid of the old ship, basically, old object, and created a new one because I had some little, well, there was something wrong with the vertices, and I thought it's not that difficult to rebuild the ship and make it a little bit better in terms of more accurate. Yeah, so anyway, this is the first thing. Then we have those little guys here. This is a robot Walter. Oh, he doesn't even have an eye. Oh, I forgot his eye. So those little guys, I think they are in love. They too. And but somebody stole his eye. Anyway, and what is new? Yeah, the console. I over. Well, I over, how do I say that? Worked a little bit. I upgraded or updated the console, how the console looks. I also gave Robot Walter, he's from a different project of mine, where I tried to use the, well, you can see he is a little bit weird here on top of that. That was because I tried to bake more details on a simple poly object, which I still kind of learned like everything else, and I am very happy with how that looked, because it's a little bit weird when you kind of learn how to bake high polygon on low polygon. It's such a weird concept from my perspective, from a learning perspective. So I was very happy that I was at least able to achieve this kind of to make it happen at least. So that was very cool. This, for example, I took it away because it's not really needed actually. It's just more a test like really needed. Anyway, so you can see he's much more smoother than he, for example. Okay, let's not go into the details of that. It really doesn't matter. Anyway, this is Robot Walter, and I gave him some arms, some legs now, and he has a little ball. This is his energy ball, and I have a different project. Also did it today, or was it today or yesterday? Anyway, I can now animate this guy in there. But not in this project, but it's possible. So that's also good. It's also something really cool. Anyway, so let's hide him for now, because then we can take a look at a deeper look at, you know what, we're just gonna put him aside. So we can take a deeper look at the console. You see this one is now a little bit better than in part 2, I believe. Then we have here my screen. This will be changed as well, and the console here looks different, and this also looks kind of different, and I used here my artwork again. Okay, this is the console. So what is new? What else is new? Butler is already known. The robot is new, and oh yeah, we have here, instead of stairways, this is still here, so this one here. I have no use for that right now, because I thought, well, since I created a new ship object, I thought we're gonna use elevators instead of stairways. Unfortunately, I cannot really animate a cycle and elevator cycle, and now my headset is going to get empty. This always happens when I record Blender stuff. Unbelievable. Anyway, yeah, I know how to record animation, to set up animation cycles, But if there is a stop in between, I can show you this actually. So let's see, if I play the animation, then you see that the ground will get out of, you know, this is the elevator. Very simple, because it's very important to be simple when you try something new. And on the question, I was wondering on how to create actually an animation cycle so that the elevator goes up and down endlessly. That would be nice if I could figure this out. I mean, the way how I animate those stuff when you need a cycle, like a simpler version, I can show you this. Hold on, I have to get rid of the stupid headset. It's really annoying. Every time when this headset goes empty, they always like the stupid, such a weird noise. I do not know, just turn off. Sorry. Anyway, every time when the headset goes off, and every time you get this do like for 10 minutes, instead of just working 10 more minutes and then shutting it off. No. Anyway, so where was I? Yeah, I can show you how I make usually the normal animation cycles. This is pretty simple. I'm gonna go into, well, first of all, I have to show you how this works again. Okay, you see elevator down, and then he goes up, and then it would be nice if he would go down again. And we're gonna go to the last animation point, then which one, animation, and I chose here, I chose here already the normally doesn't, wait a second, let me just hide this, or whatever done. I just tried some certain steps. Okay, anyway, so we are here in the graph editor. This is needed if you want to create an animation cycle. So usually when you go into animation, it looks different. So we have to choose the graphic the graph editor. I do not know much about this graph editor. It's also a little bit weird. Everything is very weird if you learn this stuff. But anyway, if you just wanna focus on simple steps, then it's okay. Okay, so good. This is how we do that actually. So this is our animation elevator, and when we this is usually hidden as well, so we don't even see that, I think. Yeah, usually it looks like that. If you wanna open this menu, you have to either go to the arrow here, or just press N, that works as well. So anyway, so we click on this one here, and then we click on modify, add modifier cycle. And now you see this is the endless elevator animation. So that would be fine, because now it would go up and down endlessly. But you can see now here, he doesn't go down, he just resets himself, and I don't know how to change that. To create an up and down circle where there is no stop in between, that's not a problem at all. That's really easy. But with a stop in between, I haven't figured this out, how this works. So this is where I stuck on this particular problem, which is not really a problem, because this is not really important, like, at all. It's just interesting to me right now. Yeah, and then what else did I do? Exactly, I created an array modifier for the ship, so that I get an idea on how it could look in the end. So you can see it's, wait a second, let's go into this menu. Robot Walter is the best man in the world, the best robot. And you know what I think funny is that the impression, they look differently depending on where the eye leech is, you know? That's very interesting. You can make really funny animations. The most threatening animation, the most which I have a huge respect, is the walk cycle animation. Oh boy, this is so tough to do that. You know, it's very challenging. Anyway, So this could be a very large ship, right? So that you even have to use maybe an escalator, or maybe like maybe a little bicycle or something. Anyway, so now you see this is a very look at the stars, a very large ship, and to make it interesting, every room can be something, and that's the cool part, So you can make it really long, or it's just a really big ship. And the idea is really to create a big ship and to fill those rooms. I'm not sure if I ever gonna do that completely, because usually when I make those little projects, at a certain point I get bored of it, because I realized that I made here like huge mistakes, and fixing some of the mistakes would take more time than just creating something new. And I believe because of that there's a chance that projects will not be finished. But that's okay, because it's really better to also create new stuff, since my very first projects there were, when I created stuff that I didn't think in terms of something could cause performance issues and so on if you make it too high poly, although I have to be very careful with this term, because just that my object was high poly does not mean it was high quality. I just I used a lot of polygons to make it look better around and so on, with costs of the performance, but it doesn't mean that it's a high quality product. It's just a high quality poly, anyway. So and it's good to create new ones with the mindset that you have this in mind, that you don't want to overdo it, because when you want to animate them later, it will be challenging, to performance challenging. Yeah, I think we're done for today. So today a little bit shorter, just a little bit of I thought I'm gonna show you the steps also, because I started with that. I already showed some parts, and before I forget what I changed, I'm just letting you know, somebody someday. Okay. Oh yeah, one thing I would like to, I checked out some videos. I want to create a butler bot. I want to create a card console room, kind of. So I believe I'm gonna build a little simple, kind of like this, a card gaming console, and then we have like a room with gaming stuff. Yeah, everything very simple, because there's no need, and it would be too boring for me anyways to make an high detailed a card console. Just good enough so that it's fun to walk around and discover some things. I have watched, let me just tell you, I've seen a video which somebody a Blender guy, talked a little bit about that he created very high detailed objects, and spent a lot of time creating them, and then he also showed some of those stuff, and I have to say, yeah, it looked almost it looked really, I mean, you cannot do it better. It looked real. That's, I think, how can you make it better looking than real? And then he also said that this it's cool, but in the end product, if you animate stuff, you don't see the details anyways. So if you want to animate stuff, then it's maybe better to just drop some details. And I think that's, it's nice to hear that, because that's something I wanted to go for anyways. So it's better to have more interesting stuff than only one interesting stuff, and this is all high detailed. I mean, that's nice, but how long do we look at real stuff? I mean, we are getting bored from the real world. It's not that we are looking at a glass, a cup, glass of water, and we're staring at a real glass cup of water, a real glass of water, I mean, for hours, you know. It's not that I'm getting surprised every day and look at the glass of water and think, whoa, that looks so awesome. I mean, I should, maybe, we all should. But if we would do that, if we would wake up in the morning, make our coffee, and then looking at the nice looking coffee cup for hours, I mean, you know. Anyway, so, okay, that's it for today. I like the miniatures of the little guys. I like them very much. They are my favorites now. And the little I try to fly to them. I know, yeah. Oh, and he lost his ball even. I think I know what happened. I created actually for Twitter. I wanted to create a Twitter shot, a work in progress shot, and I created those guys in this Twitter shot. I can show you this actually. Hold on, let me just load that. So we are now here in the Twitter shot. This is just sometimes I want to just make a render image. And when I do that, I change a lot. So this looks a little bit different, but that's only because I just changed like I wanted to change without, I mean, it looks kind of cool, but the problem is if you change stuff quickly and you don't give a damn about destroying everything, it's when you want to continue modeling on that, it's maybe a good idea, I don't know, to just create a save file and name it like screenshot save file. Then you can change some stuff and you can take a glimpse of whatever it is. And so I did this. So this is only to make the screenshot, you know. You can see information terminal, and here our little guy has, let's call her Lillian, looks at Mr. Hatman. And he should look also back to her. Yeah, that's nice. Hello, hello. Is he animated here? No. Shall I show you the animated water version? Yeah, let's do this too, why not? Okay, here I just created a simple armature. Since I did this, I animated some stuff already, but it was also a long time ago, and I didn't really I forgot kind of how to mirror those stuff, so I kind of improvised, but it was good enough for the first little test. So Walter is not very, he looks kind of bored, you know. Anyway, so you can see, but it already kind of works. So he is like, hey, look at that. I think the problem is here, it's taking a lot of performance. The bubble modifier takes a lot of performance away, I guess. Oh, does he? This is also because I haven't done much posing animations. Every time when I kind of trapped in the post mode, you know, I know when you go into the edit mode, it's just tab, and then tab again, object mode. But if you're in the pose mode and you press tab, you go into the edit mode, and then back to the post mode. I want to be here. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's just something minor annoyance or whatever this is named called. Or, exactly what I wanted to show you. I wanted to turn off the barrel modifier. I think it takes away performance. What is that? Amateur, yeah, makes sense. So okay, then let's go this one and then pose mode, and now we are here. So now he can see he's already able to do that. And well, and if you want to create so funny, right? Hey man. So what you can do, I mean, pose mode is a completely different thing. Although already a lot of stuff, it's kind of tricky if you're not doing this every day to make the. I mean, simple poses are not that difficult, but there are so many things you can do with that. It's incredible how much you can learn about it. But at the same time, it's okay to just do simple stuff, you know. At least if you want to do an animation, I guess. It's good if you can somehow manage it to make this happen. It doesn't have to be perfect. Right? Yes. Right, sir. No. Yes, no. Yeah. Also, you know, I didn't deal with the weights. There is like a weight painting. Where is the number anyways? Somewhere in the post mode, I thought. No, not here. Oh, you see, it's. I thought it was here. Maybe it's like texture painting. No, that's nonsense. Modeling, maybe. How was I able to go into rendering, scripting, layout, modeling, rendering, scripting? No, I think it didn't really matter where I was. How did I switch to the weight painting mode? Ah, here. How did I do that? Wait a second. This one. Probably I have to just. Okay, I see this guy, and then a weight painting. I believe, as I understood, is that. Well, I do not know. It's a bit weird thing, but it kind of changes, I believe. I don't know how to describe that actually. It has to do with animation. It can help you to limit the stretching of polygons. If I am allowed to try to give an answer how does work. So basically the wine paint, you can limit the amount. You can limit the effect. I do not know the effect of how the heck do I say this in English? I have no idea. I have an idea, but the weight painting limits. Well, since I don't really know how it works anyways, it's probably gonna be very tricky to try to say what it does. But it helps with animations. That's for sure. Okay, that's about it, guys, for today. Then I'm gonna continue working on my. Wait a second, I'm gonna say here bye to you. Okay, guys. By the way, I record with open broadcast software. What you can do with that is just pausing the recording, which is awesome. You don't have to cut the video afterwards if everything works fine. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do today is just back up everything first, so that's always a good thing. And then I'm gonna work a little bit more on this stuff, and next time when I think it's time to show you something, then I record another video. Okay, so that's about it. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. I have to think about that there is no I. Bye bye and auf Wiedersehen.